Hello, my name is Karen Ewins and I'm the Women's Experience Lead Midwife here at Darent Valley Hospital. Today I'm going to share some information on early labour, which we hope you find useful. This advice is intended for once you have reached 37 weeks and beyond of pregnancy. Importantly, if you experience any of the following before 37 weeks of pregnancy, please call our maternity unit. And they are open 24 hours a day, 365 days of the year. And you'll be able to talk to a midwife and they will advise you. Labour is a natural process, which can often take some time. And every woman's labour is different. Early labour, sometimes also referred to as the latent phase of labour, which you may see on publications and leaflets, but is the early part of the first stage of labour, in which the neck of the womb shortens and softens. This is known as effacement. The neck of the womb can also open to 3 to 4 centimetres dilated. I'm going to demonstrate using a knitted womb, what we call a knitted womb, and in here we placed our beautiful baby. So during pregnancy, the later stages of pregnancy, the neck of the womb is completely closed, and as you can see is tubular and long, and this is called uneffaced, just for your information. Now with irregular tightenings or pre-labour warm-ups, early labour, where the neck of the womb and the uterus starts to squeeze and tighten, the neck of the womb gently starts to open up. They don't really sort of have a regular pattern until you become in established labour. Now with the irregular tightenings that are squeezing here, pulling up, you can now see that this here has actually pulled up the neck of the womb, and you can see over a period of time what happens. And you can see now the neck of the womb is about 3 centimetres there. So with regular tightenings, this will continue to go through and go into next stages of labour, as you can see here. What are the signs of labour beginning? The show, as the neck of the womb begins to soften and open, the mucus plug, which has been protecting the entrance to the womb, comes away. And this is called the show. It's like a jelly-like substance and can often be streaked with blood. They could be clear, could be brown or slightly pink. Importantly, if there is bright, fresh red blood, you should telephone the maternity assessment ward immediately. Early labour can last several days before active labour starts. Some people, some mums, can feel backache, cramps. They may also have bouts of tightenings, which are referred to as contractions or surges, and they can last for a few hours, but they often stop and start. They are irregular, and this is normal. This is completely normal. Research suggests home is the best place for women in early labour. It is important you feel relaxed and in an environment where you feel safe and comfortable. You, your partner or your friend may support you in building this lovely, calm environment. Remember to rest and have something to eat and drink throughout, particularly while the tightenings have slowed down. This is a good time if you telephone the midwife for advice and support. And if everything sounds normal, you'll be encouraged to remain at home in your safe environment. There is evidence to suggest that the more relaxed you are in this process, it will help with the whole progress of labour. Another thing that may happen is the waters may break, and this can happen before active labour. For some women, 1 in 10, the first sign of labour is going to start is the waters begin to leak. Now, if you're not sure if your waters are broken, please put on a sanitary pad and sit or lie down for 30 minutes approximately. If the pad is wet after this time, it's likely that they've broken. If you have a definite gush of fluid, it's likely the waters are broken. It's very important to telephone the maternity assessment unit for advice. And if the waters have broken, it's important to look at them, note the time, and note their colour. They are often clear or straw-like coloured, sometimes pink, and it is not essential for your waters to break before you go into labour. This can happen sometime before. Importantly, if they are green, brown or heavily blood-stained, please contact the maternity assessment unit immediately for advice. What can you do in early labour? Importantly, monitor your baby's movements. Your baby's movements should remain the same. If you have any concerns, please call the maternity assessment immediately. It is not possible to predict when active labour will begin. It could start within a few hours of early labour commencing, or it could be several days. Please try and distract yourself, remain calm, and maybe take a walk, potter around the house, watch TV, films, take a warm bath or a warm shower. If you can, take a nap or rest. Listen to music. If you're lying down, please lie on the left side if you can. Try using a birthing ball or a gym ball. Sitting on that is very, very helpful. Drink water. If you can, if you're hungry, eat little and often. Bread, pasta, cereals. This releases slow energy, which is very useful during the process of labour. Have lots of lovely cuddles, because that releases feel-good hormones. Remember, labour is a journey, and it can take some time, and it's a gradual process, and is normal. And it's gently preparing you and your baby for the birth. Advice and support is available 24 hours a day. Please, if you have any concerns, call the maternity assessment. Importantly, if you plan to have your baby on the birth centre, you can call them direct. Thank you. Any further questions, please feel free to ask your midwife.